in heaven when I'm with you. When would I get it? It feels like the truth. Making new secrets with nothing to lose. You are the fire that I feel inside. Make me a promise. Gotta make it through the night. Whatever you promise. Sacrifice, tell me there's no goodbye. Make me a promise. Make me a promise. Make me a promise. Make me a promise in the nighttime. Say that I'll make it till the sunrise. Make me a promise for a lifetime. Make me a promise. Make me a promise. I'm down in heaven when I'm with you. You are the fire inside. Make me a promise. Gotta make it through the night. Whatever you promise. All that we've sacrificed. Tell me there's no goodbye. Make me a promise. Make me a promise. Make me a promise. Make me a promise. Make me a
This ain't no gay black and the do of blood. This ain't no gay black and the do. This ain't no gay black and the do of blood.
How in the hell is he watching from SakuraCon? I am jealous.
I would be too if I knew what it was.
To anime convention, but still, like, he's at a con right now. How do those watching from SakuraCon? Damn it! Why do you get to do all the fun stuff, Say Wong? Wrong page.
Distance nerding.
Hey! What up, ladies and gentlemen? Well, here we are. It is that time of the week. It is Thursday. We are getting ready to do our favorite thing. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Thursday. It is time for the build.
Yes.
And the handsome man sitting to my right on screen, we're wearing matching hats, but he has a way more luscious beard. It's my boy Graveyard.
Hey, hey. And sitting to my right is the game master himself, the one and only Young Phil.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, of course, we're here to nerd together.
Yep.
But what we're really here to do is, number one, talk about ads, and then finish. He didn't say he was at SakuraCon. Just people who watching from SakuraCon. I get you. I hear what you're saying.
I just imagine that we're on a big screen at the con right now.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. I need that. We need to, like, what we need to do is find a way to get that done at like the Comic-Cons that we do at Colossus Girl. Right? Oh my God. Like, because I try to just be my normal self and just be loud, you know, and hope that people hear me within like the sound of my voice.
Mm-hmm.
And are just like, oh, I wonder what that is. Let me go. Oh, there's a celebrity over here. Right. And they're talking to these two weird dudes on stage, you know, like that kind of thing. But God, if we had, like, how at regular cons, how like at the big cons, they have like the big screen where you can see everything that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
We need a whole production team for that. And I don't think us or the con can afford that. So
maybe not, but we could probably make something happen somehow.
Yeah. That'd be cool. I mean, we really would just need cameras and a projection screen.
I mean, you know, it might help pay for those cameras and projector screen.
Is it Dubby?
It is.
But first,
yes,
let's talk about pod decks. Ladies and gentlemen, pod decks are a unique episode question and episode starting prompt in the palm of your hand. So whether you are a new podcaster or an existing broadcaster looking to grow your audience or get more engagement, level up with poddecks.com. Now, head over to Poddecks or download the app Poddecks on your app store of choice.
Well, it doesn't exist in the Play Store, so that's not an option.
Oh,
it's only iOS.
Really?
Yeah.
He kind of just limited everything. All right. Well, then, if you have an iPhone, then download the Poddecks app and use the code Nerding10 and get 10% off your order. I know it still works, as I pulled it up the other day because I didn't have any cards, and I know Grave has all the cards. So, speaking of that, if you're into close-up magic, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Graveyard in the interview deck. Fuck, I can't speak.
Yes. So, your question for today is: what is one thing you wish you'd spent more time doing when you were younger?
Oh, something I wish I did. I spent time more time doing when I was younger.
Yep.
Paying attention.
I mean, that's fair.
I honestly feel like. Oh, hold on. Huh?
Oh boy. Speaking of paying attention,
I know. I think it's discounted. Yeah.
so say one, are you at SakuraCon?
Sorry, guys. Now, Jackie had a question for me. I guess my neighbor has a mouse, and we have the same pest control company.
Oh,
So she was, and we had pest control come out for something a while back. So she was like trying to figure everything out. Sorry.
you gotta be careful of those mice and then driving steamboats.
I know. I'm here to fuck everything up.
Exactly.
But what I was saying is, what if I would have paid more attention to things when I was younger, like I should have, I'd probably be in a better place now.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Not that I'm in a bad place, but I mean, like, I think I'd be in a much more elevated place. You know what I mean?
so higher than California, like Denver. Got it.
Yeah, exactly. Graveyard. Say Wong is asking, did you see Frozen Empire yet?
No, Say Wong. I saw my movie this week, and that was Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. All right.
Actually, I will say that Frozen Empire does have a little bit more horror element to it than previous movies. So it looks like they're going back to, trying to add horror back into Ghostbusters, which is good, so.
Yeah, I'm seeing it probably next week.
Yeah.
Told, so
he said he knows several people who flew out today to attend.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So fun stuff.
What I wish I did more when I was a kid was did more with production work.
Oh.
So when I started making YouTube shorts in 2008, because I'm old, that were horror themed, I should have started then at that point in time. So I'd be doing it for 16 years right now, if that was the case.
I was going to say that's you're old because you started something in 2008. I guess there's adults now that are like that were born in like that time era.
I'm just saying, yeah. I'm just saying if I had started and continued the path of YouTube shorts and production stuff 16 years ago, I probably have many movies under my belt.
Yeah. So those are the things that we regretted not doing when we were younger. Let us know in the chat, guys. What's something that you say the question again, like because I'm not going to say it right.
What is one thing you wish you would have spent more time doing when you were younger?
Yeah, there you go. So let us know in the chat what you guys feel like you should have done more of when you were kids. With that being said, if the channel is brought to you by Poddex,
yes,
and you may be wondering to yourself, what powers young Phil? He's way too energetic. He always has way too much energy going on all the time. I'll tell you what it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's Dubby, and the button wasn't ready. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Dubby is a unique. I was gonna say unique interview question episode starting prompt. Dubby is a brand of energy drinks created to help focus, concentration, reaction time with no jitters or crash. Dubby contains no maltodextrin, no sugars, no fillers, no artificial colors or dyes. Now, Dubby, what makes Dubby different from all the other supplements that are out there is Dubby is one of the few drinks that contains Neurofactor. Neurofactor is a neurotropic derived from the coffee fruit. Dubby helps give your brain focus and clarity while the 150 milligrams of caffeine and 3 essential B vitamins help you stay alert and energized. Find out more about Dubby at www.dubby.gg. Use the code NERDING10. Get 10% off. And actually, kids, you know what you have now? Dubby has an app. You can download the W app and you can buy all the stuff. And at checkout, I used it the other day. At checkout, use Nerding 10, and you get you still get the 10% off. It still works.
Sweet.
So get that done, kids. It's gonna be a good time.
Good
So
for you.
exactly. So today, it's been a while since we've done one of these guys, but we're gonna do an oops all brackets.
We are.
Yeah, our guests for today had to reschedule at the last second, so we figured, you know what? What's a good way to continue doing what we're doing? We're just gonna we're gonna do an oops all brackets.
Awesome. And James saying, look, all that merch. Nice hats. Yes, James. It is.
Yeah, James is loving the fact that we're actually wearing wearing our hats today.
Well, I wear my hat everywhere I go. So, you know.
Yeah, I'm wearing my hat because I didn't feel like doing my hair.
Yeah, me too. And hey, Eric, how's it going?
Oh, is Eric in the chat? What's up, Eric?
He is. Eric, I don't know if you saw my message, but I need to talk to you, sir, about some comic artwork potentially. So
I would love to see a comic book with you and Salem. Just
yes.
I want to see you guys like Scooby-Doo shit.
Oh, we're hands down going to Scooby-Doo that shit all the time.
I want to see you guys just like, you know, like running around solving mysteries and dealing with like fucking monsters, but like I want it to be, instead of it being like, you know, kid-friendly monsters, I want it to be like grotesque monsters.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys are like Scooby-Doo and the shit.
Oh yeah. Eric, I'll hit you up on an IG again. But yeah, we're looking essentially for Salem and Graveyard enter the B movie horror verse, and we go around and realize we're in cheap knockoffs of popular movies. So,
and that way you guys don't get sued, but at the same time you know what movie it is.
Exactly. Like we can have, you know, Terry Finger Knives.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You have a knockoff of Scary Terry.
Yes. And also public domain stuff too. So, and we'll have to do color and black and white versions, just because when we go to older movies, they are in black and white.
Yeah, the creature of the black from the Black Lagoon,
stuff like that. Yes. All right. So you ready to get into? Well, tell us where you're at with your Lego there.
So I am on the final bag for Friends, and so this is the apartment so far. It's the girls' apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm on the final bag right now, and then once I'm done with this, we're gonna do a rebuild. I'm gonna be rebuilding one of the most popular kits that I've built on this show, the Lego NES system.
Sweet. Oh, Eric says strip printing is now ready to go. Oh, really?
Nice.
Awesome. All right. So you ready to finish up this horror video game, survival horror, oops all brackets?
Absolutely, man. Let's get to this. See where everybody votes.
Yes, because we're approaching our final 8 here. So up first we have Dino Crisis versus Outlast.
Dino Crisis versus Outlast.
Yes, and for anyone wondering, it's the stuff that makes you shit your pants in terror more so than anything else.
Right. I would say if we're gonna go, you know, like the auspices of what we're doing, if we're going for which one is the more terrifying,
yep,
I kind of lean Outlast.
Oh, I definitely do too, because once again, it's crazy hillbillies cutting you up and you can't fight back versus you having guns and fighting dinosaurs.
Right, because I mean, like, because with Dino Crisis, it's not like there's a big horror element to it, but I feel like it's more action than it is horror in general.
Oh yeah, I hands down agree with it. But say Wong and Eric are saying Dino Crisis.
You guys think Dino Crisis is scarier? Because remember, we're not asking what's the better game. We're asking which one's scarier.
Yes.
Like if I were to choose a game between the two, if I only had a choice between those two games, yeah, I'd probably choose Time Crisis to play. But I mean, like, that's because that's not what we're asking. We're asking more which one's scarier.
Right.
And I'm saying, like, there is a horror element as far as, like, the dinosaurs and the way that they react and kind of the way they attack and everything like that. But it's less horror oriented than Outlast is, and Outlast is like a direct horror adaptation.
Oh yeah, for sure. Same along saying raptors. I mean, I would agree if raptors were not chicken sized in real life.
Now that we know that.
Right. Raptors are more wow, he thinks raptors are more scary than cannibalistic hillbillies. That's a statement.
We'll make sure that the cannibals know that.
Oh yeah.
I'm not afraid of you.
Exactly.
Dinosaurs are scarier than you.
Oh wow, Eric's saying, think of it this way: if you're an Outlast, you can use objects as weapons to protect yourself. With Dino Crisis, objects as weapons wouldn't do much against dinosaurs. Fair, but you have guns. You don't have guns in Outlast.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, that means we need a tiebreaker right now. So we have Saywon and Eric chiming in. So it's 2 versus 2. James, if you're there, what's scarier, hillbillies or raptors?
I don't know if I yell loud enough. Do you think Tater will hear me?
Maybe we can find out.
Okay. I can either yell or I can like text him and say, "Hey Tater, we need your vote."
Text him. Or James, it's all up to you. You have the power. There you go. That should get him the answer, right? Velociraptor is scarier and faster than a cannibal hillbilly. I mean, yes, they are faster, except if the hillbilly has a car.
And if he has a car, it's going to be like a dirty pickup from like 1972.
Yes, you get tetanus just by looking at it. T-Rex vision did not work in Dino Crisis.
Don't move. Fucking AI.
All right. Well, then while we're waiting for chat, we'll leave it at 2-2. Idea for a movie: cannibal hillbillies trapped in the forest with raptors on the loose, hunting each one down. Once again, raptors are chicken size. They'd probably eat them if they could.
I mean, in real life, yes, but not in the game.
Yes. But he's saying for a movie, though. All right. Well, while we're waiting for James to determine which one he thinks is scarier, or Tater answers you, next up,
Tater says Outlast.
He said Outlast?
Yeah.
All right. Boom. Outlast moves on. Just like that. All right. So next up, we have the Alien series for video games versus Eternal Darkness.
I guess it depends on which Alien game that I know we're talking franchise, but I mean, like, like,
let's say the past 3.
Okay. So just not Colonial Marines is what we're saying.
Correct. I mean, that was scary. That was scary for a whole other reason.
That was scary because the AI didn't work.
Right. Yeah. Hey, Tater's in chat. I'm saying the Alien franchise just because the AI, especially in the past couple ones, have been more jump scare and more like kind of in your face with horror.
Yeah, because they had to fix it because they fucked it up in the last game. Yeah. You fuck it up in one game, you have to make sure every game is like fucking perfect from that on.
Yes, for sure. And Eternal Darkness, yes, it's moved on already just because it was able to do a fourth wall break and make you think you had to reset your system. It would start messing with your AV settings. But obviously it wasn't terrifying enough for it to become a franchise.
You know what's funny is I was just watching a like just a video that popped up in my feed
Mhm.
that was talking about the scariest games that never got enough respect.
Yeah.
And that game was like, they brought up all the same facts that you brought up.
Like I said, it is a great game, but it's also 22 years old, and we really haven't had anything since. I think a remake would be fantastic, for sure.
Right.
But what do you think, young Phil?
I mean, I go Alien franchise. I go Alien franchise too.
Yeah. Say Wong says Eternal Darkness. Eric hasn't played either. So we'll give chat here another about 30 seconds to see, once again, Alien franchise versus Eternal Darkness. So, do you have to build the table still there?
What
Is
do you
that on the apartment?
I think so. It's I think it's like their chairs and the table in the middle of the kitchen.
Okay. All right. Taylor says Alien. So Alien moves forward. All right. Our last seed here for top 8 is we have FEAR versus the Dark Pictures Season 1 anthology.
Fear was a zombie game, right?
Yes.
I'm just trying to see, like, is it the game that I remember? You know what I mean, that's an older game.
It is, but a new one is coming out. I think Fear 3 or the remake is coming out as well.
So we're saying Fear versus what now?
The Dark Picture anthology. So the Devil Within, what I think so, or the Man of Medan and stuff like that. So a continuation of the idea of like the Until Dawn, but as a season 1 of like 4 different games now that they're doing seasons at this point. I'm personally going with Dark Pictures Anthology Season 1 just because it is a fear-based stuff. So it does react more to your inputs. You have people asking you questions, and the answers you base on it determine what happens to you in the game.
Interesting.
But we have two votes for Fear in the chat. What do you think, Phil?
I'm unfamiliar with Fear, man. Not Fear. Sorry, with the Dark Pictures anthology.
You should play them.
And it's a newer game.
Yeah. There's about 4 or 5 of them. They started a couple years ago making it, and they're doing seasons of games. So like 4 or 5 games is a season.
What is it on PC or is it on console?
It may only be on PS.
On PlayStation.
It's also for PC. It's also on Xbox. Yeah, it's across all the systems.
Okay.
And they're only like $20-$30 games when they come out. But Ventus is also saying Fear. Cam's voting for Nerds. So, hello, Cam.
Ventus, thank you for the vote here.
Yes. So, what do you think, Phil?
I am gonna pull up a trailer for the Dark Picture anthology.
Like I said, think of Until Dawn and The Quarry, but same type of deal. Cam wants to know if you've gotten the new Stitch set.
I have not, and I want to get it. I don't have money right now, but
What's the new Stitch set?
They have a full-on Stitch, like kind of how like the Baby Yoda,
Okay,
but it's Stitch.
interesting.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that.
Did they announce the Ghostbusters Firehouse as a Lego?
If anything, they'd be bringing it back because they had one.
Sweet. Got it from
makes sense.
Costco.
Costco's selling it right now. Like that's everybody's going nuts because Costco has it right now.
Oh. Did you watch the trailer?
Not yet. I was waiting to pull it up here. So I see Dark Pictures Directive 8020.
That might be the new one.
I think that's the new one. So let's check out the trailer for that, just so that way everybody has an idea of what it is.
Yeah.
All right, so let's check this out. Of course, it starts right in the middle.
Of course it does.
Okay, so this is in space.
Yeah, I'll add the stage. I got it.
Rendezvous in the curved disc marker, we have detached the booster ring and spurred to high as we make our final approach to Tau City F. The ship has suffered a hull impact, but damage is minimal, and our technicians are restoring full functionality.
This is Thomas Carter. Something's
Oh,
wrong
this-
with Sims. She's trying to kill me. I think.
Oh wow!
Our next transmission will be broadcast from orbit around humanity's future home. Staff it out.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Look up. Yeah, watch Little Hope trailer.
Sticker Mule's transfer stickers
Fuck
make it
you,
easy
ads.
to apply the most intricate designs to any surface.
Okay.
You're on YouTube. Don't you have YouTube Premiere?
no, I don't. I'm poor. Why would I have YouTube Prime? Come on. Oh my god.
Going the
Okay.
wrong way.
Graphics
It's
is good.
fine, just a quick detour.
Oh, it's a Bandai Namco game.
Yep.
What happened? Where are we?
Oh my god, this is Unreal 5, huh?
We're near Little Hope.
Sounds
Yeah.
like a fun
It
place.
looks-
Funnily enough,
And this came
Little
out
Hope
4
does
years
have
ago.
An interesting and dark history. The way this fog just appears, it's not natural. Seems the fog won't let us go anywhere except into the center of town.
Almost like Silent Hill.
Yeah, each game's different.
What the hell is this thing?
A warning, perhaps.
Get off of me!
What more proof is needed that the devil walks among us in Little Hope?
There's someone else out here by the fire.
Come play. Come play with me.
My God, what do we do?
What the hell is that?
Get the hell out of there!
I'm next.
She is the one in league with the devil.
Oh yeah, no, this wins for sure.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, this shits. Yes. Oh my god, that is definitely way scarier. Okay, no,
I agree.
that 100% wins. After watching that trailer, that 100% shits all over Fear. Fear is too old of a game to be scary to me at this point.
Yeah.
Oh
Hey,
my-
Darren, what's up? So, Darren, we're asking we just watched a trailer for one of the games in the Dark Pictures anthology, and it's going up against the Fear, F-E-A-R, video game franchise of what's more terrifying.
Because Fear, the thing about Fear is it's almost like a knockoff of Resident Evil, but during the like after Resident Evil 3, where it started becoming more of an action game.
Yes.
So that's the whole thing with Fear is like, yeah, you have like these scary elements, but you're basically a tactical team trying to make your way through everything, right? So there's a level of guttural horror in that, and dealing just regular people dealing with like fucking witches and demons and shit, and like Salem witch trials bullshit. So I'm going for the Dark Pictures on this.
Oh yeah, like I said, I am hands down with you. I wonder if we convinced anyone in the chat to change their answer. Because if not, Fear is winning, which is a shame. Like I said, no bias here, but like I said, it's most people don't know the Dark Picture anthology, and it's a shame.
Yeah, I didn't, and like after that's what I figured is like, okay, well we can pop the trailer on real quick and see, like if it's a franchise that we're unfamiliar with, that's probably what we need to start doing. Is if it's a franchise we're unfamiliar with, I can just pop the trailer on and see kind of what level of horror is on it, and that shit is scary.
Yeah, like I said, and your actions have consequences. Your decisions have consequences that if you make a wrong choice and you start deteriorating a relationship, they will die.
Yeah, that's intense. I like it.
Yeah. Camp says he's with us. Oh, Darren got back from an event at Adobe in San Fran. So that's cool.
Right, man. How was that?
It's free food and all you can drink wine and beer.
Well, he was also a featured artist on that, so that's pretty cool.
Nice. All right. Well, now it's 3-3.
I mean, there should be a tiebreaker if we have 5 people watching, or unless one of these is Twitch. I think that's a lurk, so that's probably not going to be a vote.
Yeah. Well, he said not a feature artist, but got an invitation to the event. So that's still cool, though. So, Darren, what do you think? What do you think? Fear versus Dark Pictures. Say along the votes 3-3. I think we lost James because we put too scary of stuff up. So, vote for what? It's still Fear versus the Dark Picture anthologies. That Ventus is still saying Fear. So. Oh, okay. Put matchups in chat. Fear versus Dark Pictures. Yes, we're here just watching Phil send text messages right now.
I'm messaging Distance Nerding right now, letting them all know we need votes, guys.
That's where we're at right now, Legos. Yes, James, you need to buy Phil all the Legos. All of them.
And now I'm actually pulling up my phone because I am pulling up the instructions on my phone.
Sweet. Well, we just had someone vote Dark Pictures. So
good.
All right, Dark Pictures moves on.
Oh, so Ventus in the chat saying, just for familiarity of gameplay, I've seen a lot of trailers that fell short of the gameplay, which is true.
Yes.
I'm actually kind of used to stuff like that as well, but I know that Horror Raven voted. I know that that Graveyard's actually played it, and he is the dude is the master of horror at this point. So I mean, at least when it comes to Distance Nerding. So I trust what he says on there, and that trailer does look like it's pretty fucking scary.
Oh, and Salem, who's a bigger gamer than I am, just doesn't know much of horror, loves Dark Pictures more than anything else too.
He likes it that much, huh?
Yeah, so we're voting on the game Fear, FEAR, versus Dark Pictures Anthology. Because James just tied it up again. So, all right, Shadu, it's all up to you then. You vote now. We can get closer to dinosaurs. Yes. All right. Well, Shadu is answering. We'll move on to the next one, which is Alone in the Dark versus Dead Space.
Oh,
we're gonna start getting into the hard stuff here at this point.
Yeah, Alone in the Dark.
Shadu says Dark Pictures, so that moves on.
Alone in the Dark is a pretty solid game. Dead Space is good before EA put their clutches on it.
Yeah.
So if we're talking the first two games, it was decent, and then by Dead Space 3, it became a full-on action horror game, and
until the remake came out.
Right, and the remake just made everybody realize how much fucking EA didn't deserve to touch that game.
Yeah. Ooh, we are getting split here in the chat. Because I think we are the remake just come out for Alone in the Dark? I haven't played it yet.
I don't know if it's out yet. I know it's supposed to be coming out.
Mm-hmm.
We got to check and see if that's out yet. But that game, I'm sure the remake is going to be 1,000 times scarier because that game was one of those games that was scary for the time, didn't really hold up, but you take it to that next level, and it's going to be one of the games that it's going to be up there again.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I am leaning towards, as much as I love Dead Space and especially the remake, you are able to fight off a lot better in Dead Space than you are in Alone in the Dark.
You're not wrong.
So I think Alone in the Dark just wins it just because atmospherically it's more unnerving.
Right. And you're dealing with a lot more kind of like a feeling of being alone.
Yes, because you are. I mean, yes, you're in space, but there's a lot more people around you in Dead Space. And your missions are not always just out of pure terror. So,
yeah, I'm throwing in a ringer here. I say the winner of the whole thing is Run Like Hell. Purely because it was the biggest marketing scheme for Balls energy drink to ever exist, and it was great.
There you go.
Me and my buddy played that game just because there was an energy drink called Balls, and then we realized it was a real drink.
Oh yeah, it still is.
Oh no, I know. I can't have them now, but I mean
caffeinated water. Yes.
They came out with a couple of different flavors. So there's the Balls, and it's got guarana in it, so it's like even more caffeinated. But they had the regular flavor, and then they came out with a root beer and an orange soda.
Yep. The phrase saying hot take. So what do you think, Phil?
I think I go Alone in the Dark. Again,
All
just talking about like a game that is just viscerally, gutturally scary because you are in a position where you're alone and afraid.
In the dark.
In the dark, right? You basically not seeing. I know. I remember seeing the trailer for the new one, and it just being like you only see what your flashlight sees, and there's something just completely terrifying about that.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, so that moves on. So, ironically, Silent Hill versus PT.
So a game against itself.
Yes, the game that wasn't good enough to get remade fully into something versus the franchise itself. Yes.
Wasn't that it wasn't good enough? It was that Hideo Kojima left and they abandoned it. So
yeah, and Cam saying Alone in the Dark remake just came out 8 days ago.
Oh, okay, so it is out.
Yeah. All right, I think we're getting all votes for Silent Hill here. I'm saying Silent Hill as well.
Yeah, PT had potential to be a really scary game, but I mean, we never got a full game out of it, so can't really say that's a scarier game when it wasn't even a full game, you know.
I mean, it was a terrifying demo for sure.
Oh yeah, and again, it would have been great had it actually been a game, but you know, it never got its chance to shine. So,
oh yeah, all right. Silent Hill moves on. Next, we have Cannibalistic Hillbillies versus Cannibalistic Hillbillies. One in hospitals versus one in the forest. So the forest versus Outlast.
The forest versus Outlast.
Yeah. So the forest is, remember, if you have any light source in the dark,
right,
they will find you and they will attack you and kill you.
I will find you, and I will kill you,
and then eat you. Yes.
Cannibalistic Hillbillies.
Yep. Yeah. So I'm saying the forest. I'm saying the forest. Just because for a survival horror, it is more terrifying. What do you think?
Yeah, let's go with the forest.
Oh, Aaron Watson has a unique set of skills. Apparently, his set of skills is finding people and then eating them.
That is a set of skills that one can have.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, forests all the way. All right. The Alien franchise versus the Dark Picture anthologies.
I think I'm going to go with Dark Picture.
Yes, as am I.
Yeah, I'm just now after seeing that trailer again. The Alien franchise, as a franchise, it's, you know, it's somewhat scary, but it's kind of like you know what to expect.
Xenomorphs.
Versus Xenomorphs, exactly. Versus something that you kind of don't know what's coming to an extent, like to a level. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh wow, split again. Except we have a lot more aliens in the chat. Shadu and Frey, you need to watch Dark Pictures The Little Hope trailer.
Should I play that trailer again? Because I don't think everybody was in here.
Yeah, play it again.
Okay. Because I still have it up, so. All right, guys, check out this trailer. It is fucking amazing.
Peggy 18.
Abandon all hope, all ye.
Going the wrong way.
It's fine, just a quick detour. What happened? Where are we? We're near Little Hope.
Sounds like a fun place.
Funnily enough, Little Hope does have an interesting and dark history. The way this fog just appears, it's not natural. Seems the fog won't let us go anywhere except into the center of town.
What the hell is this thing?
A warning, perhaps. Get off of me! What more proof is needed that the devil walks among us in Little Hope?
There's someone else out here, by the fire.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it has the kid with the eyebrows.
Come play with me.
Did you see it? Oh my God. What do we do?
What the hell is that?
All the nope says Frey Girl.
Oh, fuck this mode. I'm next.
So, Frey, is all the note mean it's more terrifying for you?
She is the one in league with the devil.
Watson going, Silent Hill meets the Polar Express.
Fucking scary shit.
Yeah. So Husby says it. Is he okay with it? Is he going to throw grenades at it? I guess is really the question.
Oh, that is a joke that most of you are not going to understand right now. Wait until the episode comes out, guys. We have we've been doing a show called Examining 97. They're currently being edited right now, but it's come out episode 2. It's the greatest joke ever.
Oh, it is. All right, so Dark Pictures does move on. All right, final 4 here. Then it's gonna be dinosaur time. The epic battle of Alone in the Dark versus Silent Hill.
Oh,
this is going to the championships here.
I think I go. Oh man, that's a hard call because like my instinct, my gut wants to tell me to say Silent Hill. But Alone in the Dark is just a scary premise in general.
Yeah, it is. Wow, look at all those Silent Hills.
Everybody's going Silent Hill?
Oh, yeah. Like, everyone. Don't let it dissuade you, Phil. You can vote however you want.
Well, like I said, my gut is telling me to go Silent Hill.
I mean, mine is.
Yeah.
James says Polar Express. So.
Polar Express. Scariest game ever.
I mean, it's true.
Those polar bears.
Exactly.
Absolutely terrifying.
Yep. All right. Well, I think Silent Hill is moving forward then. The last... Oh, Say Wong is saying Alone in the Dark. All right, so we have 1 vote for Alone in the Dark. All right, next up, The Forest versus the Dark Picture Anthologies.
Okay. So, the trailer that we just watched.
Yep.
Versus fucking Cannibalistic Hillbillies in the dark.
Where you can have no flashlight or lighter or anything. Yeah.
But I mean, either way, you're either dealing with demons or you're dealing with cannibals. So it's like,
yep. Ooh, I love this. I love how split we are in the chat for a lot of these things. Frey Girl says the DP anthology, which is something else entirely.
Penetration.
Kind of the hills have eyes, but you're stuck on a remote island in the forest with these cannibals, so you can't run away. I mean, there's always banjo music in the forest. So Wong is saying the forest. What do you think, Phil?
Given that I have not played either game, which one sounds scarier as a premise?
Yeah.
I mean, the idea of having to run from fucking hillbillies is never fun. But these fucking monster demons are not a fun thought either.
Yeah. And honestly, for me, this is a tough one because the forest is you essentially have no reprieve.
Mm-hmm.
While Dark Pictures, you have cutscenes. So I think you're more on nerve and on edge with the forest than you are with the Dark Picture games. As much as I love Dark Picture. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm torn. I am torn. Yeah, I love Dark Pictures though, so I think more terrifyingly, I'm going Dark Pictures. What do you think, Phil?
Okay. We're gonna do the same thing we did last time. I'm gonna pull up a trailer for The Forest.
Okay.
All right, The Forest official trailer. Oh, there's a multiplayer game for this too?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what this. Oops, sorry.
Oh.
Sorry. Real-time alpha gameplay. Okay, so this is actual like gameplay.
Yeah.
Oh, look how cute it is. So is it like you have to build shelter during the day kind of thing?
They're just pieces of people there.
Oh shit. So it's 100% horror survival.
Oh yeah. I mean, I guess kind of like Wicker Man.
I feel like
Switch to H&R Block this semester.
okay, so I feel like of the two games, the Dark Pictures anthology seems scarier.
Mm-hmm.
Just in the way that they present the story and everything on there. I'm gonna go with the Dark Pictures.
That looks way cooler than the horror Polar Express.
Because I mean, it definitely feels like with this game, there's more of an element of like, or I mean, in the Dark Picture games, there's more of an element of
psychological thriller horror.
Yeah, like it's meant to fuck with your head.
Yeah,
and I feel
for sure.
like that is definitely kind of taking the position for the win for me on this. So I'm gonna go with Dark Picture.
All right. Well, that moves it forward to face in the final survival horror Silent Hill versus Dark Picture anthology.
What's funny is if Forest would have won, it would have been basically two games that were very similar in premise.
Yeah.
I'm
really interested to see where this goes. We have 2 votes for Silent Hill so far. I mean, they're both psychological horror.
Yeah,
hands down. Both games fuck with your head.
Absolutely,
easily.
I think I am gonna go. I'm gonna go with Silent Hill.
That's fair.
I think there's just the way that the game presents itself. Again, the way that you kind of deal with. There's almost a level of I'm not going to get through this with the way it's presented. You know what I mean? So, like Silent Hill, I think takes it because it is just overall a scarier premise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as Watson put out, Silent Hill is the first horror game that utilized surround sound, and when you played that game at night, you were scared as fuck. I mean, yes, that is absolutely correct. I love Dark Pictures, but Silent Hill is a more terrifying game that you're just going, what the fuck,
right?
As much as possible. All right. Well,
I was gonna say, as the series goes on, it just gets worse. So it's like,
oh yeah,
yeah.
All right. Well, there you have it for the survival horror video game genre. Silent Hill wins with a landslide.
I'd like to say I'm not surprised.
Correct. I thought for sure it was going to be between Alone in the Dark, Silent Hill, Resident Evil, Dead Space, quite honestly.
Dead Space didn't make it as far as I thought it was going to. Like, I thought it was going to make it past that last round.
Yeah, for sure. But there we have it. Now it's time to get into more of a bracket that has some teeth.
Let's see what you did there.
Yes. So courtesy of the suggestion from our very own Should Do, it's time for dinosaur movies. And not scary dinosaur movies, better dinosaur movies. What do you think is as just overall, not always scary. So just for examples, we have, the Land Before Time series, Carnosaur, Meet the Robinsons, Night at the Museum, of course, the last Sharknado, where they go back in time and fight dinosaurs with sharks.
Oh my god.
The Good Dinosaur, Jurassic World, all that stuff. So Shadu says he's got to go.
Damn it, Shadu!
We need you here. This is your idea. So, kicking off the bat here, Tomb Raider, says Watson. I mean, dinosaur movies. Yeah,
I was gonna say the first one had dinosaurs in it.
Yeah. So first up, we have the Land Before Time series at our number 1 seed, rightfully so, versus number 2 seed of Walking with Dinosaurs. The 3D event that came about, right? I think it was in IMAX and it was at like museums and stuff like that.
Okay. Is that the one that David Attenborough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says he'll stay for a sec.
Yeah, that's the one that David Attenborough narrated.
Yes. Oh, Say Wong with Land Before Time. Frey with Walking with Dinosaurs. Ventus saying, I don't know much about movies. Walking with Dinosaurs. Ooh. What would Sarah think? Sarah the Triceratops.
Sarah, our friend.
And,
friend of the show, Sarah the Triceratops, because I guess we've interviewed her twice now. Not on at live events.
Yeah. Don't worry, Taylor. We're back is definitely on there.
Yeah,
we'll get to it.
She doesn't do podcasts, so sadly we won't be able to have her on the show.
Yes, Say Wong. There's a Don Bluth, Spielberg, and Lucas movie, and there's been like 28 of them. I mean, if you are someone of our age, Land Before Time was your dinosaur movie before Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Because you had Ducky, you had Littlefoot, Sarah, if Iron Sky 2 is on this list, it's rigged. Hitler T-Rex, best movie ever. There are some funny dinosaur movies on here. Don't worry, Watson.
Yep.
Oh, Velocipaster is definitely on this too. Trust me.
Fucking
Velocipaster guy who watches bad movies for his fun time, for his hobby. Not mine for Frey Girl. It's too cutesy. So yes, T-Rex does not speak because he's true evil. Phil, what do you think?
We're talking better dinosaur movie.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a nostalgia piece to Land Before Time.
Yeah.
But Walking with Dinosaurs at the time was the most accurate dinosaur-centric movie ever made.
Correct.
So in the field of paleontology and furthering science, Walking with Dinosaurs is a better movie. In the terms of making me cry because a fucking Brachiosaurus fucking mom dies.
Yes, she got Bambied.
She definitely got fucking Bambied. Mama! Mama! Yep.
I also remember that the plastic rubber puppets that came out with them too.
Oh god.
So
not mine. It was too cutesy. The spike one.
Yeah.
I like how everybody in the chat is already saying Velocipaster, and like we haven't even gotten there yet.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Trust me. I include purposely bad dinosaur movies.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with Walking with Dinosaurs.
Ooh. Interesting.
Is that tied up or what happened?
I haven't voted yet. So let me make sure we have all the votes here. Is 2 with Walking with Dinosaurs, 1 with Land Before Time. Land Before Time. Yes, the Mario movie counts. Say Wonk.
The which movie?
Mario.
Oh my god. Is that on the list?
Hold on. Yes.
It's on the list for the one shitty fucking what you call it scene, for the one shitty Yoshi scene that movie has.
And King Koopa turns into a dinosaur. Come on.
That's right. King Koopa does turn into a fucking T-Rex.
I am going Walking with Dinosaurs. Yes, it's cartoonish, but it was the most accurate depiction. Yes, we didn't care as kids in 1986 or 88, whenever the hell that movie came out for Land Before Time, that none of these creatures existed at the same time on the Earth.
Yeah.
Yes.
For the sake of realism and science.
Oh yeah, for sure. So Walking with Dinosaurs. Holy smokes. Just beat the most popular cartoon dinosaur movie
ever.
Series ever. Yeah.
Literally has, I think they're at like fucking 20 right now.
Oh, they're past that.
Yeah, they because they never stop making Land Before Time movies.
Because it's the Land Before Time. Wow. I mean, that is, who knows where this is going to go now. All right. Well, next up we have
setting in the first round.
Yeah. Meet the Robinsons, because
because it has one of the most memorable scenes in all of movies.
I have a big head and tiny arms. Yes.
I just don't think that this is planned out all the way. Master.
This game is rigged. This is wild.
It's funny because I made Jackie watch that movie just because of that one scene.
Right. That's why it had to be on the list.
Yeah, I kept quoting it, and she was just like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I was like, you've never seen Meet the Robinsons?
This kid, Padme beats Darth Maul. Yes. Meet the Robinsons versus the iconic Roger Corman Carnosaur.
Oh God. Okay, I saw Carnosaur by accident as a kid. I asked my mom to get me Jurassic Park. Now,
Mhm.
this is when I was a kid, and I did not understand the concept of,
Low budget movies.
no, that movies don't go straight to VHS as soon as they're in theaters, right? This is '93. I saw Jurassic Park in theaters. I was in love with it completely, and I asked my mom to go to Blockbuster and get me Jurassic Park, right? And she couldn't find it, and the guy at that was working at that was working there gave her Carnosaur and said it's the same movie.
Hell yeah, it is.
So I start watching this movie.
See, you should do.
I was 5 years old? Was I 93? I was 6.
Yeah.
Right? And I put it on, and I'm just sitting there watching it the entire time. Like, this isn't fucking Jurassic Park. When none of this makes any sense. And like now, I go back and watch it as an adult, and it's like it's a schlocky fucking Velociraptor horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
The scene that vividly sticks in my head is there's a scene where they're running from the Carnosaur, and it's inside of an elevator,
mm-hmm.
and yeah, and they and it's like attacking them in the elevator. That was the moment I realized this is not Jurassic Park. Because I watched the dude get his fucking like whole body ripped apart by a fucking dinosaur.
Yes.
And was like, this isn't Jurassic Park. What the fuck is going on?
I mean, I think you know my vote.
We said Carnosaur versus what?
Meet the Robinsons.
Oh, I mean, for which one is a better movie? I'm gonna say Meet the Robinsons.
Surveyor's not asking about dinosaur that gets the job as a carny. I think they should do that. I think it should be Carnosaur versus Velocipaster. Roger Corman's still alive. He still has $10 to make the movie.
Roger Corman, man. This is another guy that fucking. Sometimes I feel like why do they keep giving him money?
They're not. They're just giving change they find in the couch.
Because he has arguably both the best and worst rendition of the Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Wow. Somehow we are tied for Carnosaur with 3 and Meet the Robinsons with 3. Yes, Theodore Rex is in the bracket, say Wong.
Which one?
Theodore Rex.
Oh wow. You guys are pulling.
Remember, if it's a bad movie and it has dinosaurs, it's on the list. You better believe it.
Yeah.
Ooh, Meet the Robinsons with Mentes squeaks it by. Wow.
Meet the Robinsons won that. I didn't vote, and I vote for Meet the Robinsons anyways.
Yeah. I thought you said Meet the Robinsons.
No, I didn't vote.
Well, yeah. There you go. But so I'm saying Theodore Rex in the Mario movie in the finals. I mean, it'd have been awesome if it was Mario versus Theodore Rex versus Carnosaur versus the last Sharknado for the best. All right, so Meet the Robinsons moves on. Next up, we have The Land That Time Forgot. For anyone who doesn't know that, It is the 1974 movie about the ship that goes essentially to Dinosaur Island, right?
Wait, which movie?
The Land of Time Forgot. So think
of
of like Land of the Lost, but in the 70s.
Yeah.
Or Kong Skull Island, but yes. So The Land of Time Forgot from 1974 versus Prehysteria, the trilogy of live action 90s kids stuff meets animated dinosaurs. Are they even animated? Hold on. No, it's baby dinosaurs. Do you remember that?
Not particularly.
No. So it's about a kid that finds dinosaur eggs. It's also cheesy and stuff like that. So think of it like, so Frey Girls remember, she remembers Prehysteria. It's a cheesy 90s stuff. So think like Jonathan Taylor Thomas, but with dinosaur eggs is essentially what you get.
All right, guys. It is done. It is the Friends apartment. Hold on, let me grab the rest of the stuff that's supposed to go in here. So I've got these little things that go with Phoebe.
Mm-hmm.
These two there. I'll have Ross and Rachel talking right here, talking about their coffee.
No, they're talking about whether they're on their break or not.
More than likely. I'm also going to put this turkey on the table here.
Ooh.
There we go. All right. And that is it. We are done with the Friends apartment.
Sweet.
Now it's time to build this NES all over again.
All right. So if that's next to you, Phil, what do you think? The Land of Time Forgot or Prehysteria?
Land That Time Forgot.
Yeah, like I said, just think of like the dinosaur fights in King Kong that were lost but made into a movie.
Oh no, I know what movie you're talking about now.
Okay.
About it. All right. So the Land That Time Forgot versus. I think I'm gonna go with Land That Time Forgot.
Oh yeah. Also wants to know what happened to the NES Lego. I think he took it apart and is rebuilding it.
Yes, I took it apart because I needed to save space, and I figured this would be a good one to rebuild on the show. So we're doing a rebuild.
Mm-hmm. All right. So the Land of Time Forgot moves on. Next up, we have a skeletal remain of a dinosaur that acts like a dog with Robin Williams and Ben Stiller in Night at the Museum versus the last Sharknado. This time, it's about time. Or it's about time. Or they go back in time. And Sharknado happens with dinosaurs.
I mean, technically, you really want to get into it. Sharks and alligators are technically dinosaurs.
Yes. Frey says Night at the Museum. You all know where I'm voting.
No, you're voting for fucking Sharknado.
Oh, of course I am. So say Wong though.
I'm going with Night at the Museum. I think it's a whole fun, entertaining movie.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I like the movies. But I mean, we didn't have there's no skin on that dinosaur.
It's true. There's no skin in that game.
Exactly. The Night at the Museum is just a fun family movie. I mean, so Sharknado, Watson. I mean, I watch it with my family. Maybe I'm not the best example. So, yeah, I think it's just funny they eventually go back in time for Sharknado. Because why not?
God. Those movies are just they're a miracle into themselves.
Oh yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. They are what's wrong with horror movies, where people are trying to be so meta and bad just for the sake of being bad, right?
Right.
I personally think it's better when you're bad and you're not trying to be bad, as opposed to purposely bad.
You made a shitty movie, but I mean, you were trying to make a good movie.
Right. That you can't fault them for. But when you make a bad movie just to make a bad movie. Yes, and Dick Van Dyke was in Night Museum. Are you saying he's a dinosaur?
I mean, he kind of is. The only travesty to that movie is that he wasn't being a really bad version of a Cockney.
Or a really good version.
Yeah, let's not. He ruined the Cockney accent for people that like actually live with the Cockney accent.
Yes, for sure. All right, so Night at the Museum unfortunately moves on.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't Sharknado?
Yeah. You bite your tongue, sir. Dick Van Dyke is National Treasure. He was not in National Treasure. No, he is. All right, so next up, we have Theodore Rex. That's right. The T-Rex that becomes a cop with Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, my God.
Versus either Land of the Lost movies. We had the remake with Will Ferrell. And I think Luis Guzman was in it as well, right?
I believe so.
And Dan McBride?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the original with our good friend Wesley Ewer.
Yep. Say Wong's voting Theodore Rex.
Of course he is. He was so excited when you said that Theodore Rex was going to be on the list.
So, what do you think, Phil?
A complete cash grab, or a film that was made, well, the original at least was made by Sid and Marty Krofft.
I mean, I would honestly say that Land of the Lost remake was a cash grab too, trying to jump on the popularity of Journey to the Center of the Earth remakes.
The remake was,
yeah.
But I'm going off the original.
Yes,
if anything, because Sid and Marty Krofft were creative geniuses, or at least, you know, I'm only saying this because we're friends with Sid Krofft, but I mean, like.
Or if you really want to go, you can talk about the Land of the Lost TV show that was on Nickelodeon in the 90s, which I enjoyed too. Is Journey to the Center of the Earth on this list? Yes, it is.
Are the Godzilla movies on this list?
They're not dinosaurs.
But they deal with dinosaurs in the center of the earth.
It's true.
Now that the new movies like deal with the center of the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Land of the Lost, as much as Say Wong is gonna hate me for it.
You guys are not letting these cheesy movies move forward, are you? All right. So Land of the Lost does move on. Passed. Rex.
You seem so upset that Theodore didn't make it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's because I am.
I'm not gonna lie. I love shitty movies. Speaking of shitty movies, Transformers: The Last Night.
Oh God.
Yeah, because they had dinosaurs, right?
They did technically have dinosaurs in it.
Not Predacons, which they should have for.
Which they still haven't done Predacons in any of these movies.
And Beast Wars was in the perfect place for Predacons.
Seriously, like you did a whole Beast Wars movie and you didn't do Predacons. That's just a missed opportunity.
Yeah. So yeah, The Last Night, Transformers: The Last Night versus Planet of Dinosaurs.
Oh, I am unfamiliar with Planet of Dinosaurs.
Think Planet of the Apes, but they go to a different planet and it's inhabited with dinosaurs.
But like the same concept though?
Well, astronauts going to they get lost and go through
like,
something. Yeah.
They're like evolved walking, talking dinosaurs?
No. You could say it's really just they go into space, get lost, and end up on a planet that has dinosaurs.
So it's like that movie 65?
Yes, but from 1977.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Transformers. At least phrase with me with Planet of Dinosaurs. Look at how he massacred my boy at Constructicon. Yes, Watson. What do you think, Phil?
Because I'm so upset with the entire Transformers franchise altogether,
I'm
gonna go with Planet of the Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Franchise has been nothing but disappointment after disappointment.
That is very true. Very, very true. Yeah, like I said, if we had the Maximals, we should have had the Predacons.
Yeah.
Nowhere did they say Predacons terrorize at all.
But I mean, like, yeah, I know. But like even then, like, okay, so I get it. You want to do the Terracons, right? And that's like that's cool and whatnot. And I've only watched the beginning of that because I tried to watch it, but like when my parents were over, because my dad just likes mindless action movies.
Mm-hmm.
So I put it on and I tried to watch the beginning of it, but then my mom complained and we ended up changing it, right? But like I did like the very opening scene, you have a full scale fucking Unicron, and that was fucking badass. But like getting into it, and it's like, okay, the Maximals are cool and whatnot, but there's no Predacons. There's no mention of the Predacons. You did Terracons instead, and it's like, why? The Terracons are cool, right? For anybody who is a fan of the Transformers franchise, like, yeah, the Terracons are cool, but the Predacons are the whole reason to do this, and it's like, I guess maybe they were just like people are probably like burnt out on Megatron, but it's like nobody's burnt out on Megatron, especially when you're doing a descendant of Megatron that's not the same version of Megatron.
Well, and he also have to have his trademark. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, Planet of Dinosaurs moves on. Next up, we have Who's a Good Boy, the Good Dinosaur. Versus Hey, businesswoman running high heels, Jurassic World.
So I just recently watched The Good Dinosaur for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And I thoroughly enjoyed that movie. I liked the idea of turning the concept on its head and the dinosaur being like the human character.
Yeah.
And the dog character is the human. You know, like I just thought it was an entertaining, fun concept. Versus Jurassic World is Now I have to ask this: is Jurassic Park in there as a separate franchise?
Yes.
Okay, then as entertaining as the Jurassic World movies were and whatnot, I'm gonna go with the Good Dinosaur on this.
Okay. That's fair. I should probably put this in chat so James could say Good Dinosaur. um so big surprise, I'm not that always huge a fan of Disney and Pixar movies. So for me, I enjoyed the first Jurassic World because it was the fruition of the park, right? We saw what would have happened if the park actually came into light. And they tried to adhere, and they kind of acknowledged the facts that we learned a lot more since the original Jurassic Park came out, where we go, okay, dinosaurs really don't look like this. Here's why.
Right.
And they said this is what people exactly want it to be. So we made that's what dinosaurs look like. So I enjoy that more because they acknowledge it. They admit their mistakes, and it seemed like a good direction after Jurassic Park 3 that we had. So that's why I'm going Jurassic World.
Yeah, and like I didn't dislike the Jurassic World movies, but it's just kind of like the premise is a lot different and somewhat foreign by comparison to the original Jurassic Park movies.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's good. Yeah, I mean, you're right. The Good Dinosaur, Pixar kind of did that twist: is what if the asteroid didn't hit? Right? What would happen potentially?
Right, and they like they live on a farm and all this other shit. I mean, I thought it was cute.
Yeah. So, but with that being said, Jurassic World does move on. So I think it was just you and Say Wong that said Good Dinosaur. But speaking of really, really bad dinosaur movies.
Oh God, here it comes.
Jurassic Park 3.
Fuck. Oh man.
Versus Disney's Dinosaur.
Dinosaur. Oh, okay.
That's like 2001, I believe,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. Oh man.
This is a hard choice for me.
Yeah. Dinosaur was okay. Like it's not one of those movies that like that just like really stuck out and was like, oh, so good, But Jurassic Park 3 was so just fucking bland, man.
Alan. Yes.
It was such a just fucking milquetoast movie, man.
Well, I think Jurassic Park 3 really showed what happens when we didn't have Michael Crichton to write the story.
Yeah.
And that was their foray into creating a world without Michael Crichton.
I get it. Michael Crichton wasn't exactly, the greatest dude. Kind of a racist, whatever, but
yeah, but I mean, he wrote a fantastic story.
He did, and that's what I was going to say. He wrote a good story. As much of a piece of shit as the dude was,
yeah,
he did write a really good story. So it's like,
yeah.
Fun fact, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Crichton was a supporter of eugenics.
Yeah.
That makes me not a fan of the guy.
Yeah. But like I said, Dinosaur, I feel, is underlooked because it was in that weird time frame where we're converting from animation to CG for animated movies.
Yeah, and Disney was really not, hitting it out of the park is the wrong word. They were swinging for the fences.
Well, because they were competing with Pixar at that point in time, and Pixar was doing it better.
Didn't they own Pixar
in 2001?
Yeah.
I don't think it was under. I don't think Pixar was under Disney at that point in time.
I could have swore Disney had already owned them. I gotta look it up. Where's my phone? And it's like,
where's my phone?
Let's look this up here. When did Disney acquire Pixar? Oh yeah, you're right. They didn't bite until 2006.
Yeah. They were competing. I think they lost the CG animated movies to Pixar, so they bought them.
The thing is that they were like, it's weird because like they didn't own Pixar, but all of Pixar's movies were under partnership with Disney.
Yeah, I think it's distribution.
Yeah. So that's why like Disney had the rights to do like Toy Story and all the different things that were out there.
Mm-hmm.
Is because they were the ones that were putting the movies out, but they actually bought them in 2006.
Yeah.
And I remember that's like when Disney was like, okay, well we're gonna start experimenting and making our own, kind of like movies like this, and that's where like specifically we talked about it earlier. Meet the Robinsons came from was that.
Yeah.
Was them trying to compete with a studio that essentially they were going to own, but like they were already partners with, and they were trying to up their animation game with that.
Yep. So what do you think then? JP3 or Dinosaur?
I think I'm gonna go with Dinosaur, man. Just because, the animation. If you look at it now, it doesn't really hold up all that well. But God, Jurassic Park 3 was just so fucking bad.
Oh yeah, it killed the franchise for what? It came out in 99 or 2001.
Yeah,
and it took like 16 or 17 years for the next one to come out.
Right.
That being said, I mean, I'm voting for the terrible movie.
You're going Jurassic Park.
I did not like Dinosaur in any way, shape, or form. It was just that weird. It's that weird middle ground, right? To me, it's that platformer age when we went between 2D platformers to 3D platformers, and a lot of games suffered because of it, and it became shit. And like I said, the graphics is one thing, but I think the story and everything is forgettable, because I think we had around this time frame, didn't we have the Atlantis and Treasure Planet that was 2D and was hands down more popular than Dinosaur ever was.
Those movies were so fucking good, and they got no justice whatsoever.
Right, but they're getting love now. Dinosaur's never gotten that love, period.
Yeah.
I think it came out, and then some people saw it, and then no one talked about it ever since. But Jurassic Park 3 is still talked about.
Because Vince Vaughn Vince Vaughn tried to play a serious character?
No, that was Lost World.
No, Vince. I thought it was Jurassic Park 3 was the one with Vince Vaughn where he was trying to save the egg.
No.
Or he was trying to steal the egg for Engine.
Vince Vaughn, no.
Yeah, I could have swore that was the third one, and the second one was and that's also the same one that had velociraptors with fucking feathers.
No.
Yeah, because the Lost World was the one with Ian Malcolm on the main.
Yeah, and that's with Vince Vaughn.
All right,
Vince Vaughn was only in Lost World Jurassic Park. This is the return of Dr. Alan Grant.
Oh, that's right. This is the one with the Spinosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That being said, though, James, if you're listening, or anyone else in the chat that hasn't voted, we are at a tie between Jurassic Park 3 and Disney's Dinosaur.
The man playing God, which is kind of like where when we get into the Lost World. I mean, that's kind of not the Lost World, Jurassic World. That's kind of almost the same idea. Is they were like genetically engineering a dinosaur that could also somehow have active camo.
From cuttlefish, yes. Why not? So, all right, we'll leave that one. Once again, chat, we are doing Jurassic Park 3 versus Disney's Dinosaur. I'll put that into the chat as well so James can see it. Next up, we have Cowboys versus Dinosaurs.
Yes!
Against Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Oh, man. Cowboys versus fucking dinosaurs. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
If we're going to talk about somebody trying to capitalize on, like, oh, hey, you know who's doing really good right now? Daniel Craig. Let's make Daniel Craig a cowboy.
No, that was Cowboys versus Aliens.
Oh, I'm thinking the wrong one. So hold on.
You need to pull up the trailer.
Oh my
God.
God.
And play it. Yeah.
What the fuck is this? What is the worst CG ever?
Uh-huh.
I mean, okay, it's Eric Roberts, so I can't expect too much out of this.
And Vernon Wells, thank you very much.
Vernon Wells is in this, yes. Test is in this. Holy shit.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. Kelsey Watson with 2 fucking Uzis.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, I've never seen this.
2015. Anyone watching? It's a 2015. It looks like Roger Corman has a bigger budget type movie.
This looks so fucking bad. No, on the list. This is definitely a you movie, bro.
And people mine go into a mine, blow it up, and dinosaurs come out.
Oh my God. On the list of movies that nobody wanted, but we're gonna make anyways.
Oh yeah, easily. Easily, yeah. It's like a sci-fi exclusive type movie you're looking at here.
It's absolutely fucking terrible and glorious at the same time.
So what do you think, Phil?
I think I'm back in the realm of why. Okay, so hold on. List again. This is Cowboys versus Dinosaurs against what?
Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Oh God, not the Journey to the Center of the Earth movies.
Yes.
And we're talking all franchise, right?
Yep. So we know where James is voting because he's going to go with the one with The Rock.
He's going to go with the one that has The Rock in it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Chat, let us know what you think. We have 1 vote from Frey so far.
What you vote for?
Journey.
Journey.
Yeah. Well, because it does have Brendan Fraser in it. So.
I mean, well, the first one does, and the
Yeah.
second has Dwayne Johnson in it, which is why we know James is going to vote for Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah. I mean, as much as bad as Cowboys versus Dinosaurs is, Journey is a better movie. So I'm going Journey to the Center of the Earth.
I think I'm going to go Journey on this too.
Yeah.
I can't see myself voting for fucking schlock, man. Just I think I would be upset with myself if I voted for that movie.
Yes, it's also a Jules Verne novel, Frey. Taylor says Journey to the Center of the Earth. Yes, The Rock sucks 3 times. All right. So Journey moves on. Oh boy. Say Wong if you're listening. Super Mario Brothers movie from 1993 versus Lost World Jurassic Park.
That's the second one.
Yes.
That's the one that I thought
Yes.
was the other one. Yeah, so
where a girl doing gymnastics takes out some raptors.
That I mean the only cool thing in that is you have 2 T-Rexes walking around on the island, and then you have a T-Rex that destroys half a Long Beach. Like there are cool moments. Now there's shit that's just like why, you know.
So, what was the dinosaur that Bowser turned into better than the dinosaurs in Lost World Jurassic Park?
I don't think so. I think ultimately, I fucking hate the Mario movie. I mean, I don't. Okay, it's one of those movies that I hate to love. You know, like I hate that I love it. Like it's one of those movies that I will go watch because there's entertainment value to it. But the thing is it's more of a cyberpunk movie that kind of has some general ideas that may have been something that was stolen from Mario, but not an actual Mario movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like, you know, they're entertaining. Like if it wasn't a Mario movie, it would be entertaining, right? But I think overall, I go with the Lost World because I think it's. I'm just trying to think of like replay value. Like, what's the movie that I would more likely want to watch? And I'd probably want to watch Lost World before I watch Super Mario again.
Now I saw both of these in theaters. Now Lost World was my first Jurassic Park movie in theaters.
Okay.
My parents thought I was too young for the horrible violence that was Jurassic Park. But they're okay with me seeing the same year Mario movie. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Super Mario Brothers, the movie, just because it's such a bad movie. I enjoy the crap out of it.
Right.
You know, so like I said, I really do love it. That being said, I also really, really love Lost World Jurassic Park. I love the book a lot. And it just, I think it was a fantastic movie. I think having Jeff Goldblum be the star of Lost World Jurassic Park really sells it.
Yes. I think that's also what sells that movie for me is Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah. For sure. And it shows what assholes people really are to dinosaurs.
It just shows what assholes people are in general, because there's a lot of assholery from human beings.
Oh yeah. Sad to say that Super Mario Brothers movie is not moving on. That's a shame.
Monkeys!
Oh yeah, Jeff Goldblum has Riz.
Jeff Goldblum is all the Riz.
Oh yeah,
Jeff Goldblum can teach a class on what Riz is.
All right. As we're saying in the dinosaur realm of bad dinosaur movies, Jurassic World Dominion versus 65.
So I never watched 65. I mean, it's a fairly recent enough movie, and I just haven't seen it. Heard it didn't do well in theaters. Reviews were mixed. And when it's mixed reviews, it doesn't tell me that it was necessarily bad, because that means that some people had good reviews for it. So, there's that. Versus, you said Jurassic, fucking
Dominion.
Dominion.
Yeah. The last Jurassic World.
Oh, okay. I just recently saw that one. That's the one with the fucking locusts, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh god. Again, I props for thinking outside the box. I'll give them that.
Yep.
Because it wasn't just dinosaurs, and it's like, oh hey, what can we get that is something that is related, but something that's different, and it isn't just dinosaurs, right? Like, I props for thinking outside the box, but in the end, I don't know, man. It's kind of like I can't really vote for 65 because I haven't seen it.
Okay.
But I've heard good things, so it makes me want to just it makes me think twice about where I want to vote on this. I don't know. What do you think?
I hated Dominion with a passion. Yeah, I'm not a big Adam Driver fan either, but it was a unique story. Dominion was more about InGen than anything else.
Yeah.
And I felt like they kind of took the plot from Logan of genetic mutations destroying crops and essentially, killing mutants, but they took that and made it about people and dinosaurs. I felt like dinosaurs were just a secondary character in Dominion. It really wasn't about them.
Yeah.
So I'm saying 65. Yeah, and Chad saying doesn't care much for the story of 65. I mean, it's fair. It's fair. It is an interesting story. Maybe not executed well, but
so the idea is it's basically Planet of the Apes, right? Like the remake of Planet of the Apes, right? Like he essentially goes back in time by accident, kind of thing.
Do you want me to spoil it for you?
I don't mind, because I'm gonna watch it and I don't care about spoilers. So
yeah, he's not human.
Oh.
And they travel to Earth, and it is 65 million years on Earth time. There's no time travel.
Okay.
It's set 65 million years in the past.
Was that a plot twist, or is that the actual?
No, that's a plot twist.
It's a plot twist, so it's not like the premise at the beginning of the movie.
Correct.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
I feel like you could have done so much better. You could have done so much better than that. I like the idea that I had, and that was by accident.
Wow.
Yes. The idea of, almost like again, the remake of Planet of the Apes with Mark Wahlberg, where you accidentally travel in time, and you end up on this planet that is like a different evolutionary path, because you've been gone for so long, and it's like, okay, well, now apes are in charge, and how do I evolve into this and whatnot, right? Like, if there's anything, as much as people hated that movie, if there's anything that we got out of it, it's these new Planet of the Apes movies that we have now, because created the idea of Caesar and his rise to power.
Yes, for sure. I said both of these movies aren't necessarily good. So.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know, man. I'm not. I'm not too much of a fan of the idea of that. That actually surprises me because Adam Driver is usually really good about what movies he picks.
Essentially, we could have just said this was Kylo Ren that came from a different universe and went into ours. This is a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Oh my god! Like I said, that he's usually really good about the roles that he picks, specifically because he gets upset about he's doing I'm forgetting his name right now. The original Obi-Wan.
Alex Guinness?
Sir Alec Guinness. He's doing the Sir Alec Guinness thing where it's like, I don't want to be known for Star Wars. I want to be known for everything else that he does. Because Alec Guinness, I understand. He did King Lear and all this other stuff. And he did Star Wars at the very end of his career, but then he became famous for it and he didn't like that.
Right.
Because he was a thespian. But with Adam Driver, it's like it's not like you're having to deal with fucking what Robert Pattinson has to deal with. Robert Pattinson, got stuck in the world of fucking sparkly vampire and now can't shake that shit and did such a good job as Batman. Now everybody's like, oh man, no, he's a really good Batman.
Right.
But it took Robert Pattinson fucking almost 20 years to shake that shit off.
Yeah. But you're the tiebreaker, sir. What do you vote for?
I don't want to vote for either of these because the premise of 65 kind of pisses me off.
Yeah.
It's just you had a chance to write something good and you guys fucked it up like you always do. Versus
Globetrot in the world has some dinosaurs.
Yeah.
That couldn't take a risk killing off any character from any franchise.
Yeah, seriously.
Zero.
You could have killed somebody and it would have been fine. The fans wouldn't have been mad at you.
Yeah.
If they would have given Alan Grant a satisfying death, I think everybody would have been happy.
Oh yeah.
Or even if they gave Ellie Ellie would have been tragic because she had kids.
Yep. For sure.
I'm gonna go with Jurassic Park, just mainly because, or Jurassic World, mainly because I don't know. 65 seems like now knowing what this is, it seems like it's gonna be one of those movies that I watch and then I never think about ever again.
Oh, for sure.
Whereas the Jurassic World movies are entertaining enough that I'll watch it again. Again, I felt like they swung for the fences in the concept. It didn't necessarily land 100%, but it still was something different that, they were trying to think outside the box for a Jurassic Park movie.
Yes.
So, yeah, I think ultimately I go Dominion on this.
All right, Dominion moves forward. As we are a few minutes away here from this, we'll finish this last half, I think.
Yeah.
We have one more here. So we have Early Man, the Wallace and Gromit creator. Early Man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember this one. This one's actually pretty funny.
Versus I think it's 1960, The Lost World, where they travel into the Amazon and find dinosaurs. Which was kind of like a big precursor to a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, I think
Like,
I know which movie you're talking about.
Yeah, and it kind of goes into that. There's a lot of cryptid ideas of dinosaurs existing still in the Amazon, right? And that is a huge popular theory that they still exist, just like dinosaurs still exist in some parts of Africa, and like the lost area, the lost world, if you will, is obviously places that we haven't explored fully as humans.
Right, that's the one that had the stop motion dinosaurs in it, right?
Some of it, yeah.
Yeah. So I know. I was just making sure that the movie I was thinking of is the one, the right one. So
Yeah.
yeah. That movie for its time was groundbreaking.
Oh yeah, for sure. And Sarah says, yeah, it has similar humor to Shaun of the Sheep. It does.
Yeah.
It does. It's Wallace and Gromit and Chicken Run. It's that humor.
I think I'm gonna go with that one just because it was a highly entertaining movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I go with the Wallace and Gromit movie.
Wallace and Gromit with dinosaurs. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember the name, but again, I know exactly what movie you're talking about.
Yeah. Early Man.
Early Man.
Yep. So something that a lot of people don't know about me, I'm the horror guy, right?
Yeah.
I thoroughly love atomic age sci-fi movies as well. So I'm talking 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
I love all the atomic age stuff. The Day the Earth Stood Still, the beginning of the end, all that stuff, like The Lost World, just because it is a fantastically done sci-fi. Horror was not so great at that point in time, and every focus went into sci-fi. So that's where we got the merging of sci-fi and horror was in the 50s and 60s, because you had, the Attack of the 50-Foot Woman, you had killer wasps, killer shrews, and that cheesy schlock that we think of now is cheesy schlock, but back then it was fantastic atomic age sci-fi.
Right.
And kind of that Lost World does go into that as well. So that's a secret passion of mine is early sci-fi as well. So I'm going Lost World just because to me it's very iconic to that. And honestly, I haven't seen Early Man.
It's funny, man. It's but it's like it's that British humor,
Oh yeah, I mean I love British humor too. Really, really do. But I don't know. I prefer like dry humor more than Wallace and Gromit humor and Shaun of the Sheep or Shaun the Sheep.
Mm-hmm.
I guess there was Shaun of the Sheep too, wasn't there?
It's just it's very silly, is what it is. It's just very silly humor.
Oh yeah, for sure. He doesn't like the Gromit. I mean, maybe. But that being said, early man does move forward.
So we are
9:57.
3 minutes here.
Yep.
Let me finish up a couple things here real quick.
Okay, I'll give people a preview of what's to come for the next second half of the bracket when we get that next. We do have King Kong, just because King Kong fights dinosaurs.
He does.
In all of them. We have We're Back, a dinosaur story. We have The Flintstones.
Oh, yeah. We're Back, which also, for those of you who may not know, was a Spielberg movie.
Yep. Ice Age, Dawn of the Dinosaurs.
Yes. If nothing else, for John Leguizamo, I fucking love that man.
The Beast of Hollow Mountain. Another classic sci-fi item as well. Kind of in the same vein of like the Beast from 20,000 Phantoms and stuff like that.
Okay.
The Velocipaster.
Yes,
because
reasons.
Yeah. The OG Jurassic Park.
Okay, so yeah, that's the one that started it all.
And Jurassic World 2, Fallen Kingdom.
And that's the cloning movie.
Yeah. Yeah, where it's not about dinosaurs.
Yeah, just about a little girl being cloned.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's understanding because it's kind of like it almost, with the way that they wrote the original story in the original movie, it almost wrote itself that you would get into like human cloning at some point, because you can clone fucking dinosaurs that haven't existed for millions of years. Why wouldn't a corporation like InGen want to clone like people?
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised it took that long for them to realize that concept and be like, oh, you know what, we could write this in this, that the evil corporation InGen is just trying to clone people.
The rumor of Jurassic Park 4 was that it was going to be human dinosaur hybrids that are being bred and cloned for warfare.
Thank God they never did that.
Well, yes, but you can see these elements in Jurassic World.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not to the extent that it ended up becoming.
Correct. Well, I mean, Vincent D'Onofrio's character was trying to weaponize dinosaurs, and that was actually taken from that scrapped plot. And I view also, the cloning of the little girl as well as taken from that plot. So, don't get me wrong, that would have been a cheesily fantastic movie. It would have been awful, and I wish it was made. Good night, Frey.
Almost done here.
Yes. So thank you again to Shadu for suggesting this list. We're still working on Say Wong's creepy characters that we're going to have pictures and make a little slideshow of so people can know what we're looking at. And while we're on the bracket topic, anyone that wants to drop us a bracket idea, put it in the chat. And we'll get to the email you can send it to as well for all your bracket ideas in just a little bit here.
Absolutely. Again, guys, we take suggestions, we take the ideas. Anything you guys suggest, we are willing to do, because the ideas are fun in concept. So,
oh yeah, and the more obscure and silly it is, the better it is. Like I said, we had the Summer of DC, where we legit just did all DC all the time because the conversations we had from it were just so good. I as much as the biggest fan of DC here, that I enjoyed it though, for sure. Is that the cartridge slot, or is that a cart?
No, so this goes right here. This is the ejection port.
Okay.
So this is what's going to eject the cartridge out of the console once it's in there. This is the base of the console.
Sweet.
Right. And then this, like I said, goes in. So this whole thing like loads in the cartridge, and then it pushes the cartridge out. So that's kind of what I'm building here. Just trying to make sure I'm getting a good amount of this stuff taken care of before next week, just so that way I can have everything ready and whatnot. I guess I'll end it right here, just kind of where I'm at right now, and we'll continue on next week. So next week's episode, I believe, is good friend of the show, Nasya Chaudhry. Yep, it is. So Naz is finally coming on the show. She's a really good friend of ours. Met her at a Colossus Girl show last year. Had a really fun conversation with her, and she's just in general a really fun person. She is a Pakistani American voice actress, and she's done like Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, the new one, the one that the Disney.
Okay.
Yeah, the kid show on Disney, and her kids are now getting into voice acting and have done like small roles on the show as well and whatnot. She was in Attack on Titan. She's been in all kinds of stuff, man. So it's pretty fun stuff. We'll have Naz on, and it's gonna be a great time. So let me change my camera here. Camera button. There we go. Move this out of the way. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that is going to be it from us this week. I'm going to go ahead and move over here so that way I actually have. All right, so that is it from us this week, guys. It's been a great time. I actually got a decent amount done. Apartment's done, but now we're jumping into this NES system. So the whole fun thing to build, and this one takes a while. So I mean, the last time we did this one, it took us, I want to say, 2 months to build.
Oh wow.
But it's mostly because once we get to the TV screen, the TV screen actually like moves and does an entire scene for Mario on it. So it takes a long time to build that piece. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it from us. Graveyard, let everybody know where they can find you. God, that is the worst glare. Let everybody know where they can find you, man.
Yes, I am Graveyard, co-host of the Mostly Pod Out at Night Mostly podcast.
They mostly
Pod.
at night. Mostly.
You can find new episodes every Wednesday at comicconradio.com. And archive episodes are still everywhere you get your podcasts on Spotify. Make sure to check out our Pod Out at Night show called Conversations in the Void, only on YouTube. We have a special, and this is no joke, April Fool's episode where we have the entire cast of Camp Blood 666 Part 2 coming on for a Monday night episode of Conversations in the Void. Make sure to check that out and follow us everywhere at Pod Out at Night. And next week, I'm coming back to Kyber Cave Productions. We are back. We have shows on hiatus that are coming back as well. So make sure to check that out. And make sure everything I do with Horror Raven, with new shorts, films, and podcasts coming out from them as well, everywhere at Horror Raven.
Hell yeah, just in time for me not to be on your show, right? Just this weekend we're doing or next weekend. This weekend I'm driving down to Merced to do a film. And then on the next weekend we're going to be in Idaho, and then I go back to work.
Oh.
So my Saturdays are being taken from me again. You guys chose the right time to go back, because I was like, I'm hoping I get to do a Saturday morning nerd out. Not going to happen.
Well, also, we should also mention that we have the Explaining the X-Men 97 coming soon too.
Examining the X-Men. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the first episode should be hopefully finishing up tonight. We should have that on air. And then the second episode should be up shortly after that. So, yeah, guys, be on the lookout for Examining X-Men. It's going to be exclusively on our YouTube channel.
Yes.
All right, guys. Well, that is it from us. We've talked with Grave. Oh shit. I as usual, I ignored the Instagram.
Was there a bunch of votes there?
Not votes, but there's a lot of people saying hi. Hey Phil, what's up? And me not. Oh shit, Stephanie Hubbard was in there from last week.
Oh, nice.
My boy LaDonathan Jenkins. Geek Saga was in there.
Geek Saga.
Yeah. Whole bunch of folks. Sorry, guys. And then Agent AA, obviously, he always starts off in Instagram and then finds his way over to YouTube because he knows it comes in the screen. All right, guys. Well, that's it from us. I didn't even pull up my my little script here. Too many things for me to remember.
Oh, you should have it memorized by now, right?
This whole thing, I can't memorize it because it's so much. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, connect with us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, Discord, MySpace, Vine, GeoCities, Friendster, Second Life, AIM, Farmers Only, Christian Mingle, OnlyFans. Only pictures of Aaron Watson's feet and mandals, the beard, and James's glasses sitting on a beautiful table. At Distance Nerding. And of course, if you'd like us to break up with your boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other, pet, schoolyard bully, annoying neighbor, or just tell us how much you enjoy us, hate us, or wish the internet would consume us completely and spit us out at the feet of the Velocipaster, send us an email at distnerding@aol.com and we will read it on air. And actually, guys, any suggestions you have, like Graveyard just said a minute ago, if you have any suggestions for a bracket, you want to see us do a particular bracket, you have something that you're just like, oh, you know what, I would really love them to do a bracket on XYZ characters, like characters from an anime, or what's Akira Toriyama's best characters, things like that, like stuff like that. Let us know, and we will build a bracket. Hopefully, we do it in the way that you want us to do it. And we all get to vote on it. So with that being said, guys, that is it from us. We will see you guys next week on Tuesday for the download.
Are you gaming on Monday?
I am gaming on Monday. I've been playing, so I know you've been lurking instead of actually been in there, but I started playing Shadow of War.
Mm-hmm.
And it is so much more involved than Shadow of Mordor was, as it should be. It's the sequel, right?
Yeah.
But like the AI is fucking annoying in that game. Like for example, man, if you could, because again, like I know you're probably like in there but not in there because fucking work. But I mean,
yep.
So now there are orcs that are deathless. So once I kill an orc, then they can survive. And then kind of like how, like, you know, how I can survive my death kill. They can survive death blows, and then they just keep fighting you. And some of the dudes will just run away.
Nice.
Right. And then they get stronger every time they run away. So it's like, oh fuck, man. And then, you know, it's just some of them are just super annoying, dude. But like a lot of the like the leveling system is a lot better. So rather than having to go and kill captains and like slowly level up, now it's just all XP based. So once you get enough XP, then you can add different skills and whatnot. But then there's also skill add-ons. So once you get all your skill points in, get all your skills in, then you can add on like additional modifiers for your skills. So like you can like add on to like your assassinations, and if you assassinate people in a certain way, then you get more like leveling, and it makes it so you can do like more like gruesome kills and shit. It's dope, dude. There's also trolls in this game, so rather than just being orcs, like you're also fighting trolls, like battle trolls, and they are fucking annoying, dude. They're like, because you can't like fight them head on, so like you have to like dodge everything they do and then just catch them in certain ways. So if you're fighting a group of orcs and a troll runs in, then it's like you got to focus on the troll while you're like blocking all the other orcs.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a lot harder, but it's like it's fun, challenging. And then also there's a lot less collectibles in it. The collectibles mean more now. So like the Ithilden stuff that I was collecting before, now every location that you go to, because there's multiple locations in this game, every location you go to, you have to collect 6 of those to open a door to get a piece of legendary armor.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then of course, like you get different armor. This time you're getting different weapons, and different weapons have like different add-ons to it. So like rather than it being like, okay, doing runes, instead of runes, you're picking up weapons that have different add-ons on them, and then you can add additional runes to them and you can like merge, like do merging for the runes. And the runes, like the more you merge them and the higher level the runes are, the more the powers you have are. So you get like a 20% combat bonus, or you'll get like a 15% XP bonus with like certain weapons and stuff. So it's pretty cool.
Nice.
The way that they did this game, it's they definitely fixed a lot of the issues that the last game had. Not that the last game had a lot of issues, but and then also with the Karagors, so now you can call your Karagor instead of just like like the bear cats.
Yeah.
You can call them now instead of just having to, like, if you jump off of it and it runs away, then you have to go find another one.
Yeah.
Right now you can like recall them and they come back to you. And then you have the ability for them, once you get your kill streak up, because you have kill streaks on them now too. Once you get your kill streak up, they can call another Karagor into battle, and now you have multiple bear cats running around killing people for you. You can do sneak attacks with the bear cats now. All right, so like you can have them like creep up on people, and you get like certain bonus kills for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty cool, like all the stuff that you can do. And then there's dragons in this game.
Ooh.
Yeah, I unwittingly went up against a dragon earlier today, and realized like they are stupid hard to fight. But there is once you level up your like your animal, your beastmaster skill, then you can train dragons and you can become a dragon rider.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And the dragons, dude, like they like, I went to go kill a war chief, and after I killed the war chief and everything, all of a sudden there's a dragon in the air, and it's just fucking raining fire through the entire fucking fortress that I'm in. And I just like, I tried to fight it at first because that's the one time the orcs don't worry about you, because they're all trying to fight the dragon, right?
Yeah.
So I tried to like help them fight it, and it just started wrecking me, and I was like, nope, fuck this, and just took off. I was like, I'm not fighting this thing.
Wow.
And then I just got a an auto pickup, so now anytime I kill an orc, you know how like they drop runes and stuff, I automatically pick it up now, so I don't have to like go and pick it up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so like that becomes a pain in the ass, like if you're in the middle of a fight and there's like 3 of those guys and you can't grab anything. Now it like automatically picks it up as if you just walk through it. So I'm like, okay, well that helps.
That's cool.
There's a lot of additions in this game that are a lot better. I'm about when I was looking earlier, I'm about 50% through the storyline right now. So
oh wow,
yeah. Well, anyways, I just ranted on this game. On Monday, guys, I'll be back on the game. I'm probably actually gonna be playing a little bit tomorrow too. So with that is it from us, guys. We will see you. I'll see you on the stream tomorrow. Graveyard be in the chat, hopefully. And that is it from us, guys. As always, everybody, keep nerding together. We will see everybody tomorrow. It's me, Mario.
Distance nerding.
This movie should have won.
And I'm only picking him up because I'm building a Nintendo, so it makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Fire butt! He's on fire!
Ah!
He dies if I put him in fire for too long. Watch.
Really? Nice.
And he makes the sound too. He goes. Nice. We'll see everybody tomorrow.
Bye.